Bro, the last day of school is a crazy experience because for the most part, the teachers don't give two damns about what you do. Unless you are my set of teachers from 6th grade, but we'll talk about them later. Now, because of this, unless you were Nielsen the nerd who went in an elevated learning experience, bro, you and the homies were running up crazy shenanigans. On the last day of school in 5th grade, the rumors were somebody blew up their Chromebook by sticking lead in it. Of course, the Chromebook durability test was going around at the time, but I really didn't think anyone would do that in the 5th grade. Intermediate school? Are we serious? Yeah, that's just what the last day of school does to everyone. I'm gonna give you a quick question. What puts you up to more shenanigans? 5 bottles of Hennessy or the last day of school? If you chose the second option, you wouldn't be far from the truth. Now for me, field day wasn't on the last day of school, but I know for a lot of people it is. So everyone was not only tired mentally, but also physically. These two factors combined with the fact that teachers didn't give two damns about anything that went on, made for some of the craziest experiences in my school career. Now of course, the teachers had to have you do something, so most of the time they would just have you playing games. And man, will I tell you, the web game lock-in was insane. Even if it wasn't the last day of school and you just wanted to fool around in class, web games were a perfect source of gameplay because you didn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation, so just use your school computer. Now the main culprit of this web game lock-in was cool math games. Now when I tell you I've never seen a single teacher ever in my history block cool math games, I am not lying. For some reason, it seemed like teachers truly believe we were actually on cool math games to play, well, cool math games. But in reality, we all know we were just running up the run games or Papa's game. Now, for those of you who weren't blessed with the greatness that was the Run series, basically you were playing as these aliens trying to get to their home planet, I believe, each with their own powers, like the skater guy who could run faster, and I honestly forgot the rest of them. Those different modes like endless and story mode. It was basically just a super fun game you could do to pass the time. And of course, when one game is successful, you gotta make a sequel, and that's what they did. There were multiple of these run games, each with their own unique elements that made them fun every single time. Now, I wasn't a demon at this or anything, but it was still fun to run this up with the homies. And you know what else is a great time to go crazy with the homies? School lunch. Now, school lunch normally is, well, a topic I'll get into in another video, but school lunch on the last day of school is a different beast. Now, unless you're my set of staff from 6th grade, which again I will talk about later in another video, no teacher really cared what went on at lunch. I remember one time in, I believe, the 5th grade, I don't know if it was the last day exactly, but one of the last days, this dude literally got up and fought our music teacher. 2 of them actually. And it was a crazy experience to say the least. But all that taught me was that the last day of school is crazy for lunchtime. Now of course, most of the time school lunch is absolutely trash, and that is why I would pack my lunch on most of the last days of school. But if you were unfortunate enough to have to eat school lunch on the last day, I pray for you because it was never looking good. Unless your school had like something crazy like nachos, which my school actually did have a couple of times. Now if your school was chill and let you use your phones, I'm happy for you, but for most of my school career, that never really happened. Now, of course, like any other lunch, the homies are always freestyling, going wild, if you know what I mean. Let me give you an example. Did you really think I was about to freestyle in front of the camera? Absolutely not. Nah, but seriously though, those last day of school freestyles were going stupid. Now, one of the most sad parts is seeing your homies get picked up early, bro. Because you really thought you was about to cruise through the rest of the day with them at your side, but they leave. Now, of course, leaving early doesn't matter if you have an early leave time, aka a half day. Now, for most of my last days of school, they were half days, which made them even more insane because, well, nobody really cared. If you did something at 11:25 and they take an hour to finally figure out what happened, it didn't matter. You were already out of that joint. So I would like to summarize this up by saying the last day of school is the most fun day of school, besides field day, of course. And with that being said, see you guys in the next one. Bye.